Hey everybody, it's Prism. I know it has been a little bit since I last posted anything at all, but since I last posted a deck list specifically, and more specifically, an updated GREN MAJU deck list. So this is Fire King GREN MAJU. I have been experimenting around with a lot of stuff. Fire King alone, Rescue Ace Fire King, Rescue Ace as a pure, all this other stuff. But I sort of landed on this as a joke, and here's why. So, the very brief context is having to do with Joshua Schmidt and Pack. Joshua Schmidt, I was watching one of his videos. He mentioned something about Fire King being a very strong secondary engine to complement another deck, and Pack had recently gone undefeated at one of his, I believe it was a regional, with Rescue Ace Fire King. So I was thinking about the Joshua Schmidt thing, and I was thinking about, budget options and what I already had. And I eventually landed on GREN MAJU just because I think that Fire King genuinely fills in the gaps of the weaknesses that GREN MAJU has. So this deck, for context, won with turn 1 getting skill drained, and I'm trying to remember the other one, Imperial Iron Wall, where you can't banish cards. This deck played through that entire game and beat my opponent. So I'm going to go through the first deck here, the main deck. So main deck, we're going 3 GREN MAJU. In the 40 card variant that I'm running right now, I really don't like to do 2, because if you see 2 get banished off of a Gizmek or Desires, well, there they go. Also, Maju's Fire, very important to remember for the Fire King cards. Next is 3, technically 4 Gizmeks if we're counting the Foolish Burial. Just amazing to go with Maju, and it's more level 8s, because this is going to be essentially a rank 8 turbo strategy as well. Next we have 1 of each Eat Your Millions and Necroface. 1 to banish everything from our extra deck to make Maju either more powerful, or to go for an OTK. 1 to get all my banished cards back. Playing 3 Desires because they unlimited it for some reason, but I love it. And that is the Maju engine. The Fire King engine, 3 Ponics, and this is probably going to be a little bit of a different ratio than you're used to seeing, but 3 Garunics and 3 Kirin. My reasoning for that, again, is similar to the 3 Majus. You don't want to see too many of them get banished, because that's your main engine when the Maju engine gets shut down. 1 Beirong as the pop for Garunix, and 2 Sanctuaries and 2 Islands. Next, Kaiju engine. So I've experimented a lot with a couple different things. I think that exactly 5 Kaijus and a Slumber is my favorite ratio. I got the 2 Gamma Seal, I have 3 Doggos because they're fire. Works with the Fire Kings. Also more destruction. We have our 1 of Lightning Storm to take care of back row in the main deck. Got a 1-for-1 to search for the Ponics, and if you pitch something like a Gizmek, it's very good. 2 trade-ins because we're running a metric, a lot of rank 8s, level 8s, excuse me. And then for non-engine, it's 3 Ash and Infinite Impermanence. Also, keeping in mind that Ash is fire. Okay, moving on to the extra decks. So, we have Garunix, Wings of Sacred Eternity, or, I'm sorry, gets Garunix Eternity. I'm not going to try to pronounce his full name, but basically the whole strat is to blow up your opponent's board and your board. You can blow this guy up using Fire King Island when he has 2 materials, special summon him back with another Garunix, etc. I have the OTK combo with Drag Lubion, going into number 100, with Hope Harbinger's material, detached for 9k. I have the Dingirsu line here, where you can go into Dingirsu, send one of their cards, go into Spider, destroy every card that has less than 2200 or defense, go into 77, use a 4k body that can banish their field, and if you attack with those bad boys, bring out a Zeus. I was running Lancelot for a bit for easy Zeus, but I honestly think that Everything else in here just gets me to Zeus more consistently, and it takes out an extra deck slot that I can use for something else. So going into links, got Link Karibo. Pretty obvious there. If Maju gets, I'm sorry, not a Maju. If Eater gets, you know, effective alert or something, Link Karibo is great to go into. Same if your Ponix gets negated, etc. You have an IP, Nightmare Phoenix, and Nightmare Unicorn. Just kind of the standard back row hate plus this non-destruction, non-vanishing removal. We got a Promethean Princess because most of our stuff's fire, and she's very strong right now. Apollosa, I don't think that needs much explaining. You almost always get 4 negates with her on this. And then Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. So this card actually I had cut for a while, but when I was testing with it, it was very, very nice to get 4 monsters out, plus like a, I don't know, a Garunix, for example, one of the effect monster Garunixes. And then you link off their board into this, you get a 3k hit, and you get however much Garunix is at. Really like it. And then finally, the sideboard. This is not a real card. I'm running 3 Triple Tactus Talent. It comes up a lot, and a lot of the times I will use my trade-ins to fill that slot. I'm running 2 non-fusion areas because this deck does not... well, mostly because of my locals. I would probably switch this for Spellbound because that can deal with any extra deck monster, but non-fusion area was the choice since I'm going against a lot of branded, a lot of just weird Despia Turbo and like Shadal, etc. There's a guy who runs like pendulums and stuff with starving venoms and all that stuff, so lots of fusion at my locals. I have Hida in my in my side deck, not in my main deck, because I feel like right now in this format there's not a ton of Ash Blossom being thrown around as much, and so she's much more consistent if I'm being sided against and I see that they're running Ashes game 2. Otherwise, something like IP I just think is a little better. I'm running 2 Droll and Lockbird, which is a decision. The ratio is kind of weird, but basically the reason I'm running 2 is that you don't really want to see one past like the opening turn or 2, I don't think, because I don't think it's really that good past like the person's opening hand. So 2's where I keep it. Fire Recovery. I'm using this as a supplemental sort of, I guess you could call it a Monster Reborn, but essentially you can send a card from your hand to res a fire monster, and if you send a Gizmek, then you can activate the Gizmek, get a rank 8 out. We got Harpies, we got Raigeki, self-explanatory there. 3 Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansions for the either swapping out for Ash or just, you know, graveyard hate. And then we have 1 Dark Ruler no more. And that is all for the extra deck. So that being said, we got this, we got this, we got this. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I did go, I think only 1 game made it to 3 rounds. And the only things I was sideboarding were non-fusion area for the most part and the Triple Tactics Talents. Other stuff has their place, but that's just basically what I had to use. So I hope this video helps you guys out. I know it's been a while since I posted a deck list, and sorry if I ramble a bit. There's really no script to these, and I'm just kind of doing it because I really love the decks. So I just enjoy the game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. And I, without further ado, will see you in the next video, whatever that may be. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a mix next. I'm not sure if another deck might come my way and I'll do another Undefeated at Locals video. Really just kind of depends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.